Now then, peeps, what's going on? Yes, we're back in the office now. Yes, I'm wearing a jacket indoors. And yes, I'm holding my mic. That looks a bit weird. That's a pause moment, I'll tell you that. So, we're back to everything boxing. And speaking about everything boxing related, I'm just reading here now that Ben Whittaker versus Leon Cameron 2 on Easter Sunday will be fought over 10 rounds. So, it looks like boxer haven't got what they wanted, but there's only one person to blame. Oh, well, there's one establishment to blame, and it's themselves. And you know the worst thing was, they tried keeping this under wraps. And when they try to keep things like that under wraps, it's hard. Especially when you're talking to a manager who actually works for Queensberry at the same time. So Lee Eaton is Leon Cameron's manager. And he also is the head of boxing for Queensberry, who represents Leon Cameron. And Lee Eaton came out and said, on multiple interviews to be fair, and said that Ben Shalom invited him to his house and said to him, please do not speak to anybody else or don't tell Queensberry anything like this. How are you going to try and tell a guy whose employer is Queensberry to not tell him nothing? No, it don't work like that. And you know what? Eddie Hearn came out and said that the reason why this didn't work out well for him, because they all make mistakes. Well, listen, we all make mistakes, it's true. But bad relationships. And I get that to some points. But it did affect him, and it affected him badly. And you know the worst part about it? He doesn't give his fighters confidence. This all doesn't give him confidence. And I read somewhere the other day where Callum Simpson, who's the Barnsley prodigy and soon to be face of boxer, if I say, who sells a load of tickets, came out and said, I'm not surprised. Do you know when someone says, I'm not surprised, it means there's been a few more cock-ups that we don't know about. And I don't know where boxer's going. This looks so bad and looks so amateurish compared to everybody else. It just doesn't look good. It does not look good for Ben Shalom whatsoever. Yes, he's got a little weird relationship with Eddie Hearn. But that's just Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn gets along with everyone. He needs to start making moves in this game to make him look like, or for him to be that guy, or a force to be reckoned with. But now he's just looking like everyone's little brother. And that needs to change for boxer. Otherwise, this ain't going to be good for them whatsoever. And as well on top of that, I think he got released over there that Amir Khan sued him at one point. But that is nothing, to be fair. I think everyone's been sued. Eddie Hearn's been sued by Jake Paul, and a lot more of the things have happened in the past anyway. So that's not a bad thing. But I feel like everyone's trying to portray boxing in a bad way, but they're not helping themselves at the same damn time. But I hope that can be changed anyway, be eradicated. But this fight is on Easter Sunday, and I've been getting a lot of questions, and a lot of people have been asking me, Khalid, what do you think is going to happen? Who's going to take the W on that fight? And for me, I think it will be Ben Whittaker. And I think it will be decided on points. By the way, guys, you're probably going to notice I stop and pause a lot. And you may hear my heavy carrying on before I really got interrupted. A lot is riding on this fight for Ben Whittaker. A lot. I think, look, with the way how boxing works now, one loss can kill you. It shouldn't do, but it can around the public. And especially when Ben is the way how he is, where he's very, very confident in himself. But some people might say arrogant, but I say he's very confident and he believes in himself, and that's him. But a lot of people don't like that. You turn into the villain because of that to the public. And all they want to do is see you lose. Look, I am a avid TikToker. Not in the way where you dance and stuff like that. But I post things on there. And I posted something about Leon Cameron the other day and Ben Whittaker. I think it was the face-off. And on that face-off, the comments that are being on there, like there was one comment on there that said, I've not watched boxing in about 40 years. And you, Liam, have made me want to watch boxing again. Check that one out. Liam Cameron is bringing people out of the woodworks. I've not seen boxing in about 40 years. Do you know how mad that is? Do you know how crazy that is? So look, there's a lot riding on Ben Fordyce. And he needs to win. He just simply needs to win. Doesn't matter how. Doesn't matter when. He just needs to win. And it needs to be a statement. Some people say 6 to 8 rounds, and I think it's going the distance. And he's winning on points. But he needs to make he needs to make, I won't say a mockery out of Liam, but he needs to prove a point. He needs to prove a point, and prove a point good to the public where they can't say nothing to him. Even though they will always have something to say. But he needs to make a point. Like I said about 50 times so far. But yeah, look, my plan is, by the way, I'm trying to do videos like this. I kind of prefer it in a way, to be fair, rather than me in my kitchen or those kind of things. But let me know what you guys think anyway, to be fair. How many times have I said to be fair? Quite a lot, right? That is what it is. But anyway, peeps, watch out for the fight. It's on Sunday. Tune in.